Well guys, proper crazy how things come about. There's a guy I know through the building trade. He's just a dog walker. He's not an angler. And he said, here, you've got something you might be interested in. The guy has just shown me 4 fish he's photographed on the river. One of them, maybe 2 of them are 30-pounders, and they're very close by to where I was stalking. He's seen them at 7 o'clock in the mornings. Something I can't ignore. I've not done any pre-baiting. Looks like I'm going to have to. But yeah, it's a case of, he reckons they've been there 3 days running. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go and get my gear and go and get, and do a night down here. Wasn't somewhere I was going to do a night. I was going to go back to where I fished last week when I lost one. I had a tench, but I can't ignore it. Really can't ignore it. Yeah, like I say, I'm going to go and give it a go. Fingers crossed that they're about. Some big ones. Right, let's go home and get the gear. Right guys, I've just come to where the guy told me the big ones have been hanging around, and there is one straight away on the top. Yeah, so it's looking good. It's looking good. I just got to try and get the rods in position without spooking them out of the area. And I'll have to, yeah. Oh my God, look over there against them lily pads. That is a huge fish. That is a monster. That is what we're here. That is what we're after. Fingers crossed we can get the rods out without spooking them. There's a few about. Whew. Right, let's get sorted out. There really is some really nice fish out here. I've not seen carp do this on the river for a while. I've obviously been left alone, so yeah, fingers crossed for tonight. Done no pre-baiting, didn't even know about them, so fingers crossed. Well guys, we have only had the rods out. Well, the first one about an hour and a half, and as you can see, you've got one in the net. It might go 20 pound. Happy days. Good thing is as well, I mean I know I see them out there. There's some big ones out there, and yeah, literally half hour ago I heard one crash down to my left. Yeah, so happy days. Right, I'm going to get this fish sorted out and get the rod back out. Yes, what a start. Daytime bite. Happy days. We've got a old friend. It was my second to last carp last season on the river. And yeah, well spawned out. It's just over 17 pound now. It was actually one of the 20s I had. But yeah, proper old gnarly character, this one. But yeah, a bite within the first hour and a half is yeah, we'll take that. He's got lesions and all sorts on him. He's a proper old character, that one. Proper river carp. Yeah. Been through the wars on many of occasions, that one. Yeah, happy days. Can't believe it's, mate, it's still carnage outside me, Bibby, to be fair. There's gear everywhere. I literally 10 minutes ago put 6 bums over the top of that rod, and yeah. Oh, good times. I think that's why they've been up here together, to be fair, spawning. But yeah, right, I'm going to get my old mate back, get the rod back out. Happy days indeed. Well guys, look at that for absolute carnage. Yep, but we got one. We won up. Yeah, didn't expect a repeat, to be fair. Yeah, and it was definitely one of the smaller ones that are out there. Mad, there's a couple of real big ones out there earlier, and like I say, just literally just before that bite on the middle, on the old middle rod, I heard one crash down to my left. So yeah, absolute crazy. It's looking good though, it's looking good. We've got to get all this carnage sorted out. There's bait and tackle and camera gear all over the place. And I'm absolutely melting. But yeah, fingers crossed that wasn't the first and last bite. I don't like getting a bite too quick sometimes. It's yeah, I've had it all too often where it could be the only bite, but with the amount of fish I've seen out there, let's hope not. Yeah, it's got one just at the end of my fingertip and them lily pads there. Yeah, and then one straight across to that, towards that brown, the right hand brown sedge with a little bit of yellow tree above it, and then one in my own margin, literally just down there, right hand side of them pads. Yeah, because I see a good fish come through the edge earlier, followed by a little common. So yeah, fingers crossed for the night. Let's get sorted out. Well guys, we are starting to lose the light. Yep, the lake's looking rather dark out there now as well, sorry, the river. And yeah, it looks good. Had another liner on the same rod actually, as I had that one on shortly after putting some more spoms out. So yeah, hopefully if they stay in the air and I haven't spoke to them, hopefully fingers crossed we get another one, or more importantly one of the big ones I've seen. Yeah, that would be lovely. I see one definitely that would smash that 30-pound barrier, and the other one weren't too far off it. So yeah, you don't often hear them crash in the river unless there's an amount together, and like I say, I heard one to my left. So yeah, there's definitely some about. Fingers crossed. Right, I'm going to tie a few rigs and get sorted out, get my head down. Hopefully I'll wait a bite. Unbelievable guys. Second night in the river and another tench. These last couple of years I've never seen so many tench in the river. Absolutely mental. Good morning all, and it is a good morning. Yes, the middle rod is done me another bite at first light, and I think we've got a 20-pounder in that. Yeah, happy days. Right, let's get her weighed up. Well guys, got to be honest, when I looked at the net I was almost a little bit gutted. I thought I had another repeat capture, but I haven't, and it's another cracker, 2112. Yeah, because of the linear pattern on one side, I thought it was one I had last year, but it's not. It's the linear pattern on the opposite side. Yeah, scale missing, a few marks, signs of spawning, but look at that for a cracking river carp. Look at that banger. 21.12. That's what it's about. There's some big ones out there as well, so hopefully at some point I'll get in amongst them. But yeah, I'm well pleased with that. It's a big fish for the river, that. But the ones I see yesterday were bigger, a lot bigger. Right, show you the other side quick. There you go. What a carp. Another river cracker to the collection. Hopefully we get a big one at some point. What a cracking carp. Right, I'm going to get her back, sit back and have a drink and enjoy the last few hours of the session. What a morning. Happy days. Well guys, all we can say is what a morning. Yeah, what a second night it's been on the river. It's certainly made up for the one I lost last weekend. Yeah, I didn't feel like filming last week. You know, it's only a few days after my dad died, and I just wanted to get down the river and yeah, just have, you know, think things through really. But yeah, that last one was for my dad. His love of carp fishing turned to the river in his later years. Yeah, later in his life. I don't think he'd done much in the last few years, fishing wise. But yeah, he certainly likes it on the river. So yeah, that one's for you, Dad. But yeah, 21.12. Happy days. Happy days indeed. But yeah, there was bigger lurking about yesterday, but I'm not going to give it. I'm not going to fish right into the bright sunshine. But what I am going to do is I'm going to pack up latest 9, maybe half 9. Yeah, and probably come back with my stalking gear. That seems like the plan. Yeah, I think that's got to be the way. We'll see. We've got about 3 hours left. I reckon when that sun comes round, it might be another chance. They seemed to like it out here yesterday in the sun. And yeah. But yeah, yeah, bait and rig wise, we're using the what are we using? We are using the blowback rig. Yeah, this time with a hard hooker ASM button bait, 18mm, topped by half a maxi nut pop up, just for visual. And yeah, that's on one rod, fishing double ASM barrow on the other. Yeah, and an ASM hard hooker and an ASM, half an ASM pop up on the other one. And yeah, the same rod's done both bites. But yeah, you know, typical night in the river, to be honest. Lots of tension bream in the mix. But yeah, once we'd, yeah, just after the last tench, which was about, must have been about 3:30 this morning, I recast, and obviously that carp went away this morning at first light. Well, it was after first light, to be fair. It was about 5:30. But yeah, I'm expecting it to liven up as it gets warmer. Just it's not easy to keep it low key when you when they visiting here in the bright sunshine, especially when you have to fish for them like that way. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking good. Fingers crossed for more. Fingers crossed. Used a fair old amount of bait on this overnighter. There you go. Monster garlic particles. ASM barrels. Yes, that is the mix. I'll tell you what, that monster garlic, along as does the ASM, they both really do smell. I know it's awfully greedy, but come on the carp, one more before we go. Dare say we'll be back very soon. It's going to be another hot day. There you go, guys. There's the rig I'm using. You get the blowback rig with ASM hard hooker with a maxi nut, half a pop up above. It sits very critical, and it helps take the weight out the hook when the fish sucks it in. It sucks it in easier, and obviously helps with the visual effect of yes, the awesome maxi nut pop-ups above the ASM. That is called a semi-stiff end trap hook link on there. Unbelievably, guys, there's another tench. Mad. I get pestered by tench more in the river these days than I ever do in the lakes. About an hour and a half to go, so let's hurry up and get the rod back out. Well, guys, as you can see by the froth on the water, the boat traffic has already picked up massively. So yeah, all the gear is now on the barrow. Yeah, well pleased with that. The big ones are gonna be out there for another day. But yeah, I'm not sure where they went when the sun went down last night, but we still had a good one. Well, we had two good fish, to be fair, because the other one I'd had it last year at over 20 pounds, so there's a good stamp of fish up here at the minute. Yeah, let's hope they stay here for a while. Fingers crossed they do. If you like the video, guys, give us a thumbs up. Think about subscribing. By all means, follow me, Adam Honeyset on Facebook, Adam Carp Honeyset on Instagram. And one thing's for sure, we'll see you on the bank somewhere soon. Thanks for watching, guys. All the best.